Hello guys and welcome to today's video where I'll be talking about the ROYALLOWEEN update, and this video would be really good for anyone who just haven't been able to keep up with the news, because let's be honest, the community's been on fire, like not in a good way. Like it has been in flames and everyone's screaming at brick walls and so if you have no idea what's going on, then let me help you. Just before we get into all of the ROYALLOWEEN news, I am trying to hit 4,000 subscribers for Halloween, so if you're not yet subscribed and you like my vibe, then hit that button, because I want to try and get to 5k for the end of the year. So hitting 4k for Halloween is sort of like a, what would you call it? Like a mid-goal? Like a goal within a goal? I'm not really sure, but yeah. Anyway, let's try and hit 4k for Halloween. Anyway, the biggest topic currently is when will WICKERY CLIFFS come out? It was confirmed that we are getting WICKERY CLIFFS, so the community is very impatiently waiting for WICKERY CLIFFS to come back, and we know a new Halloween Halo is on the way, courtesy of this tweet telling us that they are going to process the story winner prizes after the Halloween update has been released. So they have processed the evening full stories and there will be a new Halo on the way. Not only that, we also have the ROYALLOWEEN badges, so let's go over to Roblox to have a look at them. Here we go, we have the event badge, which has been won by one person. ROYALLOWEEN 2023, that is what we have here. And an interesting thing about the badge is that we can see the castle in the back. So they like to add the realms in the back of the event badges, and that does not look like WICKERY CLIFFS. It looks like they have added the castle, or the campus, the third campus in the back of the badge this year, which is quite cool. Next up we have Beat the Super Scary Maze 2023. It has not been won yet, so it seems like none of the developers have been able to beat the maze just yet, which may be a reason why the update hasn't been released yet, is because they're still trying to beat the maze and obviously test the maze to make sure you can actually complete it. As you can see, no developer have been able to complete it yet. I imagine this will take place in the cave again. As it reads here, congratulations, you beat the super scary and super difficult maze of 2023 during the ROYALLOWEEN event. Of course, it doesn't mention here whether the maze is in WICKERY CLIFFS or if it's in the new school. It would be really cool if they released, say, the school dungeon or something with the Halloween update. That would be pretty cool. But I feel like it might be in WICKERY CLIFFS again, in the, like, cave that they did. Maybe they've changed the cave, who knows. I also forgot to read out the description here, which says, you celebrated the first ever ROYALLOWEEN we had in the new school, Campus 3, yay. I'll talk about this in a minute, but we also have a third badge, and this is, of course, for the new Halo. It says Midnight Secrets. As the sun sets, the night invites you to take shelter beneath the mystifying moonlight, and this one has been won, which means it has been tested. And we have this as the picture, and a lot of people have theorized on what the Halo will look like and all that. I'm not gonna go into that because I want to keep it a surprise. I don't want to set myself expectations for what the Halo could look like. But yeah, if this Halo looks anything like it would look good on my avatar, I might go broke again. But yeah, I want to bring up the description for the event badge again. I think it's very important that we remember this is the first seasonal update that is happening with the new Campus 3 out, and of course that will be putting a lot of pressure on the developers, and especially Barbie, who want the new school to be sort of a new era for Royal High. And of course they don't want to just slap in a recycled update, so it seems like they are putting in the time to add new content to it. We don't know if there will be a new set, nothing has been said about a new set. I think they have, or I'm not really sure if they have confirmed accessories or like items or not. I'm not entirely sure on that front, but I do know they did confirm new ways of earning candy, and I don't think that would necessarily be in WICKERY CLIFFS. I feel like that would be in Campus 3, because if you manage to miss that entire bit of news that has been happening over the last month, they are doing a Halloween retheme of Campus 3 for Halloween. So they've decorated the school, and of course Rainy Day Classroom is already decorated in the current game for Halloween. We know that Halloween dorm furniture is coming too, and yeah, I just feel like the new ways of earning candies will be in the new school. Maybe we get candy from doing the musical chairs class, maybe we can trick or treat at the dorms, maybe? I feel like them new ways of earning candies will be in Campus 3 rather than WICKERY CLIFFS. Of course, they'll probably add new candy chests into whatever new maze they've made, because they've done that in previous years where you can find candy in the maze. But yeah, as always, the Royal High community is being very impatient with this, and the community is getting very antsy and quite aggressive, if I'm honest, because the update hasn't released on the 1st of October, and I feel like it needs to be a reminder to you guys that none of the seasonal updates have to come out on the 1st of the month. Halloween is on the 30th of October, and the Halloween updates tend to stick around until halfway through November anyway. There is no obligation for them to update the game on the 1st of the month, and I don't think it even happened in, say, 2019 or 2018. There was actually a few times where updates wouldn't even be there for a month, and it'd be there for like a couple of days or a week. So yeah, honestly, the only seasonal update that has to be there on the 1st of the month is the winter update, if they're adding the advent calendar. That's the only seasonal update that really needs to be on the 1st of the month that it's for. So yeah, we don't know when WICKERY CLIFFS will come back. We don't know when the Halloween retheme of the new school is coming out. We don't have any information on release dates, and to be honest, the Royal High developers have never really been ones to give us actual release dates. So I'd say just sit back, enjoy life, and just honestly exist until it comes out. There is no reason to get really angry about it or get in arguments with other people in the community over it. There's no reason to take it out on content creators or developers. They are working on the Halloween update, so just try to keep yourself occupied with other things until then. We also have to remember that they are still working on the new school as well. I know that a lot of people just don't care about the new school anymore, but just because the community have lost their hype for the new school, it doesn't mean that the developers are just going to drop it and work on whatever the community is hyped about. Because they only have half of the new school out right now. We only have half of the phases. And of course they've been doing a lot of bug fixes over the last month or two whilst the Goddess of Triumph event has been happening. The last phase that we did get was the bathing quarters, and that was quite a while ago. That was over a month ago at least, and so I feel like we could probably expect a new phase to come out during the Halloween update. So although we don't have release dates for anything, and the Royal High developers are very secretive about what they're working on, there is still a lot we can look forward to, and I feel like there is a very good chance that we will get another phase for the new school during either October or November, else it would have been like 2 or 3 months in between the two phases. And of course they've been working on a lot of bug fixes over the past month and stuff, so I feel like they will be ready to drop a new phase relatively soon. or we might see a couple of phases release in between the Halloween cooldown and leading up to the winter update. Again, I don't feel like we need to worry about there being no content, especially over this period of time where it tends to be very hectic for Royal High. But yeah, just a reminder, if you are getting very angry about there not being any release dates or anything like that, do try to take a step back. This is just a game, and it is not worth getting in arguments about it over Twitter and stuff. It does not help anyone, and it is not fun to feel frustrated all the time. So if you do find yourself in that situation where you're getting very frustrated about either the community or the game, just take a step back, take a breather, maybe indulge in some other thing for a while. You are allowed to like other things whilst also liking Royal High. This community has a very particular thing about only being invested in Royal High and having no other interests. You're allowed to have other interests. It does not make you any less of a Royal High player to like another thing. So yeah, that has been this video. I don't know if it's going to be a bit messy or not, but I just wanted to make a video like this talking about the whole, thing leading up to the Halloween update. It's getting a bit hectic here, so I thought I'd just make a little chill video, keeping everyone updated and just putting a few little reminders in there. I don't think we will ever get exact release dates for updates, unfortunately, so try not to get too hell-bent on it. The community does get very angry around the time that we're expecting updates, so just be a bit mindful and just protect your own mental health by not getting involved in it. It really isn't worth it. And yeah, thanks for watching today's video. If you're not yet subscribed and you're at the end of this video, then subscribe to me. I can't find my face. Ah! Oh my gosh. Ah!